Hello everyone, this is Mayank and welcome to my channel. So today we'll talk about the more stock for Lancer Containers Lines Limited. So this particular stock is in the segment of shipping and regarding export import kind of dependent on that particular sector. So we'll discuss about the stock in details, we'll discuss about the sector and then we'll see the fundamentals and then we'll see the chart at the end of the video. So this stock has been recommended by one of our subscribers who goes by the name Will. So first of all, I thank Will so much for putting this through. And second thing, I want to say something that a lot of users might not being able to see the entire video. So either the video gets so boring that you're not interested in watching the entire thing. So if that is the case, please let me know in the comment section that what is that we need to improve so that you get to see the entire video, so that you get to know the entire thing what I'm trying to talk about. Or if you're interested in just skipping the entire part and going to the technical part in the end so that you get the target in the names. So suggest you don't do that, because in that case you will not understand the business. You will just buy the stock based on some gains which I show, and you might exit once you go to the point where you get the gain. But if you understand the business, you'll get to know where should you invest, or should invest or not, and shall we exit at that point, or shall you keep it for long term. So this entire thing understand if you watch the entire video. Otherwise it will just like some other channel where there people recommend 4-5 stocks names and tell some one lines and you just buy them, and then you get stuck there, or you get less profit in that particular thing. So I don't want you to do this. This channel is not for that purpose. Don't want to just name the stocks and make you buy or don't buy things. So it's a request for you. If you have any queries, you let me know in the feedback as a comment, and I'll try to improve on that part. So since that is sorted, so we'll start with this particular stock. We'll first understand what Lancer Container does. So Lancer Container Lines is into the segment of NVOCC and freight forwarding and everything. So you'll understand what NVOCC and everything in detail about Lancer Container. But first, before that, we'll see how the sector works, the shipping sector, how this works. Okay. So I'll just start writing things out so that you can understand how these things works. I've already made a note of it. I'll just copy paste everything. So how the shipping industry is in India in overall, if you see. So shipping industry right now, India is the 16th largest maritime country in the world, with a coastline of about 7517 kilometers. So if you start from Gujarat, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, Kerala, and then Orissa, West Bengal. So the coastline of India it's a huge 7517 kilometers, and that's a huge amount of coastline in terms of space or in terms of ports which India has. Second thing, India's government also focusing a lot on this. In last budget also, in this budget also, they have put a lot of information for this particular sector. So India's key ports had a capacity of 1534.91 million tons per annum in financial year 20. So that's a good capacity, if you can say. Third important thing is capacity addition is also government is trying to do. So government has already put a budget and a plan for that. Based on that, government is going to increase 275 to 325 MT of million tons of capacity, which grows a CAGR of 5 to 6% per annum. So I'm just writing this point so that you understand how this sector is going to be improved, and based on that, how this sector will impact Lancer Container, we'll see. Now second point is government aims to operationalize 23 waterways by 30. So that are the waterways not there, and government try to add more waterways. So since the waterways will be added, so more ships will go and more import export will happen, and in that case, these companies which are into business of containers, which are business of shipping and freight forwarding, they will be impacted. So that's why this is very important we understand how this entire sector is going to turn in the next few years. Next thing I told you, more than 574 projects worth 6 lakh crores, $82 billion have been planned for implementation between 2015 and 2035. So in this span of 20 years, government is going to invest a lot in the case of import-export in the shipping. So when you talk about shipping, it's about import-export. And when you talk about import-export, it's always about ships. And when we talk about ships, it's always about containers, the companies which operate the entire business of shipping or container lines, what we say. So this is very important. You see the growth of the company. As a sector. Second thing, government have allowed FDI in this particular project, like particular sector, and also 100% FDI. So foreign investments can directly come into the business, and that come in the 100%, not like limited. Also, the government to encourage those companies to invest in India, government given 10-year tax holiday to enterprises that develop, maintain and operate ports, inland waterways and inland ports. So this is what our government is focusing a lot on this particular sector, because government knows that once we improve this particular ports and shipping business, that will impact the import export and that will impact the economy of the country. So that becomes very important. Now we'll see India's merchandise export in March 2021 was $34 billion as compared to 21.49 in March 2020. So March 2020 there was bit effect of lockdown, you can understand. But apart from that, the increase of export business was 58.23%. That's a very good increase. And also this effect of rice being exported from India, effect of steel being exported from India a lot. This effect of pharmaceuticals being imported from India a lot, to exported from India to other countries a lot. So this entire thing is impacting this entire sector, and that's the reason export is growing very fast for India. And I personally feel export is going to increase more in the future, because now people are moving from China. There's other countries moving from China and they are focusing on India. So when they're focusing on India, the APIs, the steel sector, the specialty chemical sector, those new sectors will also become more bigger than before. Apart from that, you already know India export a lot of agriculture products, India export a lot of textile products, India export a lot of other things as well, a lot of pulses and everything as well. So those things, cotton also India export a lot. So those things will grow even further, and those will be added by the new things which are shifted from China to India. As I told you, this specialty chemical, pharmaceuticals and other things will also be exported. So this entire thing will impact the export business, and overall, whatever I told you, these points will impact the shipping as a sector. So shipping as a sector is growing very fast in the future, and this will impact the growth of this particular company, Lancer Container. So let's talk about Lancer Container now. So Lancer Container, what this company does. So this particular company is in the business of freight forwarding. Okay, NVOCC. So what is NVOCC? NVOCC is non-vessel operating common carrier. So it was this company, the business of freight forwarding, clearing and forwarding, non-vessel operating common carrier and trading in containers. So I'll tell you what NVOCC is so that you understand the concept of NVOCC. So NVOCC means this company doesn't own a shipping line. So they don't have the ships. What they do, they buy the space in the ship as a wholesale and they sell the space. So what, for example, you buy, it's like you are a person, you are a NVOCC. For example, you are a Lancer Container in the terms of road transportation. So what you do, you come to me, I own a truck which goes from Bangalore to, for example, West Bengal. So I own a truck, but you are the Lancer Container for roads. So you will buy the entire space of truck from me, and you will connect with the retail customers or with the businesses, and you will tell them, okay, you want 1/10, so I'll divide that entire space into 10 parts or 20 parts, and you will sell one part to each customer, and you can price them as you want. So for example, you buy the entire space for 100 rupees and you sell it to 10 different people at 12 rupees each, like one part at 12 rupees each. So basically making 10 parts into 12 is 120 rupees. So you're basically making 20% margin on that space. So how it helps is that the person who is trying to run the truck, or trying to run the shipping business, he doesn't need to worry about how to fill the space. The retail customer doesn't need to worry about that. He need to buy the entire space, so a small space he can't get, or he need to pay it more price. So it's a farm gate price, what we call in technical terms. So farm gate price used in basically agriculture, where you buy the entire crop in the wholesale and then you sell it to customers at retail price. So that's, you get a farm gate price. So similar to that, the vessel also works like that. You buy these companies, Lancer Containers, and there are many more companies. VRL also is there, All Cargo also there. So all these companies, they buy the entire space in wholesale, and then they divide into multiple parts, and as I told you, they sell it to part by part to retail customers. So this way, the agreement is between shipping lines and Lancer Container about the pricing and space, how much minimum space they need to full and all those things. But you have a contract with these Lancer Containers, where you will buy a part of the space at a certain price which these companies will offer you. It's not related to the shipping price. So this is how the entire thing works. And NVOCC is also responsible for creating all the bills and laden bills and all those things. You are not part of that. You just give it to them and they take care of everything. Freight forwarding and NVOCC are two different businesses, but this company is into everything. So they will do what? They will collect your baggage. They will store it into their own container, wherever they are putting their own space, land space. and everything they will do. They will load into the shipping container. They will put in the container. They'll put the container in the shipping, and then at the location they will take it down from the ship. They will collect into their warehouse and they'll deliver it to your address. So both door to door, this company does. So that's they're into everything. Freight forwarding. So that is the one part where you take from your door and put it to the shipping lines. So this is one business, freight forwarding. Clearing and forwarding, other business where if you are through multiple ports, they do the clearing and everything, forwarding everything. Non-vessel, they also operate where they put all these things in the containers and they buy the space for containers, which I told you before. And third part is the trade with containers. So basically they already have their own containers and they manufacture containers also, and they sell those containers and also rent out those containers to other companies which are smaller companies. So there are two kind of business. One, end to end of vessel operating, non-vessel operating common carrier, like end to end, including freight forwarding and clearing and forwarding and NVOCC. And they also trade with containers. So this is what entire company does. So I hope you understand the difference, understand the business of NVOCC, how this NVOCC works. This sounds complicated, but it's not complicated. I hope I have made it clear. If you have not understood, let me in the comment section. Probably I'll try to answer there if you have some queries, if you missed something. So this is what the business is all about. Now, if we see more about the business, how this company is growing, as of December 31st, whatever information they have put to BSE, the company has 9,981 containers for deployment, of which 88% are owned and rest 12% are leased. So as I told you, they have their own containers, they manufacture containers. So 88% of 9,981 containers are their own, and remaining are leased from other container-based companies. So this is what they do. First thing. Now, if you see how this company is growing, so in the last 3 quarters, if you see, this company has added more than 2,000 containers over a period of 3 quarters. So this is how this company is growing. And then other points, if you see the company's financials, if you see the company has growing and has an EBITDA is earning before interest, depreciation, tax and amortization. So it's a rate of 6.5 crores, 19.1% year-on-year growth and 12.9% quarter-on-quarter growth. So this company is growing good. Now this has a lot of impact of COVID also. You should include that how this entire shipping business, export business was impacted in the last year because of COVID, and when things have opened up, it also got kind of blockage. Profit after tax was 2.6 CR, up 44.4% year-on-year and 13.3% quarter-on-quarter for this particular company. As I told you, impact of COVID. So impact of COVID, what happened? First, export was impacted, and then when export opened, then there was long queue in the lines. So this was lining up slots for shipping and delay in clearing of payments by carry and forward companies. So this has impacted the growth of the company, but nevertheless, this company made profit, and this company didn't go into loss, I will say, and still made some profit. Though it is small, but still they made some profit. So this is how this company is growing and this company is doing. They are doing a great job actually, if you ask. Their market cap is very small and all. So this is what I'll show you one more figure what they have done. So this is what they have given to BSE in the last 3 months report. So if you see 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, last 5 years, the revenue has been growing consistently. It's growing actually very fast. 431 crores, 431 million rupees they say. So 793, 1107, 1980 and 2661. So this is the revenue this company is doing, and that's great actually. If you see last 5 years, they almost 6 times they have grown their revenue. Earning before, you see EBITDA, if you see it's 61 to 231 in the case of last 5 years. That's also close to 4 times they have grown their EBITDA. So that's also good growth. This growth is a little less between 19 and 20, and I'm sure you understand this is because of this pandemic effect. The debt has reduced a lot. That is a very important point to note. This is a business which is capital intensive business. You need to manufacture this entire containers. You need to lease space from the shipping lines, and you might not fulfill all the space. So this is a capital intensive business. And they've reduced the debt was 3461 millions in the case of financial year 19, but slowly over the time, quarter on quarter, they reduced to only 200 million. So that's around 20 crore or debt is there in the company. So that's a very good kind of reduction in debt, and that's a good thing about the company. The same thing is there in the debt to equity ratio. It was 1.2 at 19, because in the 19, I believe they added a lot of containers in their company, and for which they took some good amount of debt. Over the time when this company started making money, they started paying off their debt, and now the debt equity ratio is only 0.5. So when the debt equity ratio reduces so fast, you need to be interested in this company, because this company and management is doing the right thing. So this is what about this company. Now quickly look at the fundamentals. There is nothing much. This company's market cap is 77.3 crore company. It's a macro cap as for me. Stock P that is 8.32 because okay, I'll tell you, the ROC is 22, ROE is 25.6. That's considered as good ROC. The most interesting part is that promoter holding. Promoter holding is only 74.4. It's 74.4%. That's max, close to max whatever a company can have. So we can have only 75%. They have 74.4%. So that's the maximum, almost maximum what a promoters can have in a company. So that's a good sign. Debt I told you only 23 crores and net profit is 8 crores. So they can pay off the debt. Slowly they're paying off, and I think eventually over the period of time they will pay. Most interesting part is 0.1 is the PEG ratio. I don't discuss it that often, but PEG ratio is very important when a company is small, and this shows how the growth of this company can be in the future. So PEG ratio is very important. It should be less than 1 and it is close to 0.1. So that means the company can grow 10 times from here to reach a ratio of 1. So that's a very good growth projected for this company. Quickly, if you will go to profit and loss statement, this company's sales was 5 crores and over the period reached to 267 crores in the case of last close to 9 years. So that's a growth of around 50 times, more than 50 I believe, 53 times. So that's a tremendous growth. Net profit also it was 0000 and then 1 crore to 9 crores. So that's again this company is doing great in terms of everything probably. And then earning per share is also increasing. So these things are very good. They are growing very fast. And the entire growth we discussed in the previous details of this company where we discussed these particular points. So this is how this company is growing. Net profit is increasing, sales is increasing, revenue is increasing. So everything is doing good, this company. The stock price CAGR, if you say last 5 years, 51% compounded annual growth rate. So this company can grow your money 51% compounded year on year. So that's like you can double your money probably in triple your money in 3 years. So that kind of growth this company is doing, and that's great. If you go to reserves, I will discuss reserves because that's the money the company have. So it's from 1 crore, it's going up to 29 crores. So everything if you see the multiples of 20, 30, 50 kind of stuff. So that's a pretty great in terms of business. We'll see shareholding directly. Shareholding I told you 74.4%, that's the max almost what they have. In terms of public 25.56 and out of 25.56 around 5.5% or 5% is there with this strong hands if you see, and remaining 20% is there with the public. So for a small company this size you don't expect FIs and GIs to come into picture. Maybe slowly over the time they will come. Now one interesting part I'll show you they have a lot of competitors and some good competitors. Container Corporation of India, Mahindra Logistics, Gateway Distributors. So they are big, large size companies compared to this company. 77 crores only, and Gateway Distripacks, I think this company's name is 3,200 crore, 3,029 crore of market cap. So that's a huge market cap. This company is very tiny in terms of these companies, but their growth and their fundamentals are very strong. And this company can grow very far from here with the sector. If the sector grows as we discussed, based on that, this company can also grow. So we can't ignore the fact that this company is very tiny and other companies are very big. But I just wanted to show you that this is not the only company which does NVOCC. There are a lot of other companies which does this, and there are big companies which does this. So this is not a sector which we might not heard of. This is not a sector which we generally talk in day-to-day life, but this is a sector which is very important. There are a lot of competition in this particular sector as well. So the sector is interesting. That's what I want to mean. Now we'll try to see the technical. I have not today. I have not opened the technical also. So this is a company which is basically a fundamentally strong company, and I will not say this company is only for short term. You might see this company also for long term. So we'll try to see what is there in this particular company's charts. So I might have opened it long back. Let's say I'll try to open for 1 year. Yeah. So this company right now, if I see this company's last, so this is one base. If I move it a little up, maybe. So normally resistance goes in kind of range. It's not doesn't happen like that. So this is one range what we can see the base, but this company is moving up from here. So I can't say that it has not touched here, but you can wait for it. And second, if you see the profit from this particular level, this particular company, because the company is doing good, the company is at this level. So I'll not say you buy now, because this company might touch a resistance because the market is not doing great. There's a lot of volatility in the market. So this company might touch this particular resistance level and might come down. So if it crosses this level, then you can buy. If it doesn't cross this, if you buy at this particular level, the profit will be not great. It will only close to 16-17% right now. But if it touches here and comes down, and then probably you can make this as a resistance for this company, not resistance, support for this company, and then you can invest in this particular stock from this price to make a decent amount of gain in the short term. So that's around 50% gain. So personally, I'll suggest you that you wait and see whether this company crosses this or not. If it crosses this particular level, it's your decision whether you want to invest or not. And if it doesn't cross, if it comes back, then you must see with the support and you try to invest somewhere in this range of support, and you can see around 40-50% gain you can get in short term. Overall, this company looks good for me. Long term also, need to watch out for how this company is growing. So far so good. It's a great growth. Since it's a macro company and we can't say much about it, we need to watch out. So it's your call if you want to stock, if you want to invest in short term. So I'm giving you the points. First resistance you need to watch out for, and then first support you need to watch out for. So this is short term. Long term, as I told you, you need to watch out for. So this was my analysis on this particular stock. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon so that you get notified whenever I publish a new video. Don't forget to share with your friends. Help me to create a community of like-minded people where we discuss stocks. We try to become financially free. Sorry. And that's all from today. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the later next video. Till then, stay happy, stay safe. Thank you so much.